Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson of our tutorial series on how to create a microservice-based web application using Node.js. And in this lesson, we're going to take a look at how to develop our second service, the customer service. So let's get started. Well, first I will create a new file here inside this customers folder. All right. Customers.js, and here in this folder I will open my terminal in the customers folder, and here it's time to install our dependencies, basically Express, Mongoose, and body parser. So npm install Express, or better, npm install --shave Express, Mongoose, and body parser. And this single command here will install everything for us. After that, let's create a new Express server here. So const express require Express, and let's create an instance of an Express application, and app.listen to open up a server, and this server here I will open in the 5555 port. And for testing, I will pass this callback here. So console.log up and running customers service. Alright, after that it's time to define our model, define our customers collection. Basically, a customer in our application will have a name, age, and address. Basically it. Now let's create a new file here in our customers folder, and I will call it of customer.js. And here let's load the Mongoose module to define our model, to define our customers collection. And here mongoose.model, the name of my model here will be customer, and let's define our customer model inside this JSON object here. So our first field is the name, and the name is the type of string, and it will be required. After that, let's define our age field with the type of number, and it will be required. And last, let's define our third field, that will be our address field. It basically will be a string, so type equals string, and it will be required. So this is our customer model. For now, let's go to the MLab page and let's create a new database for our customers service. Let's create a new database here, clicking in this button, this one here at the top. And I will select Amazon and free US East, and the database name will be customers service. And that's it. Now let's create a new admin to manage this database. So let's click in customer service database, and let's go to this users tab and click in this button here to create a new admin user. I will call it of Eduonix, and the password here. Nice. Let's create the new admin user here. Now let's copy this link here, this connection link, and let's go to our customers.js file, and let's create a new connection with our MLab database using Mongoose. So here require Mongoose, and after that it's time to connect to our database. So mongoose.connect, and here we're gonna pass our connection link, and here let's set our credentials to manipulate this database here by our application. So my user is Eduonix and my password is this here. All right, let's test it out. We can pass a callback here for testing if you wish, of course. And I will print here database connected and customers service. All right, let's test it out. So no daemon customers.js, and that's it. Database connected. Amazing. Now it's time to load our customers model here. So to load a model, we just need to require the model file here. So /, and the name of the model file, in this case is customer. And after that, we only need to create a var or a const. You decide, and I will call it of customer. And this const here will receive our model instance to create new customers, to delete new customers, and so on. So here, let's call mongoose.model, and let's pass our model name. In my case, is customer. So I will copy it and paste it here. Nice. So here we load our model. And now let's configure body parser here, because in this service we will need it. So const body parser require body parser, and I will go to my books.js file, to my books service, and I will copy this line here, this line of configuration of body parser. If you don't remember, this line here allows our application to receive JSON data through requests. Now our setup is basically it, and now let's create a functionality to to create a new customer. So here I will create a new post route and I will call it of customer. Now inside this route here, let's resave our request data as we made with this functionality here in our book service. So first we create a new object with the request data that we send with Postman, and after that we create a new instance of our model. So let's do it. First, let's create a new customer, and basically a customer has a name, rec.body.name, a age, an age, rec.body.age, and an address, rec.body.address. After that, let's create a new instance of our model. So var customer equals to new customer that receive the data of our new customer object. And after that, we can save our customer into our database. So customer dot save, and this method here return for us a promise, and to resolve this promise we're gonna use then, and we can pass a callback here and return a message to the request point, customer created. And it's a good practice to throw arrows, and to throw arrows with promise we use the catch function here. And if there's arrow, throw arrow. Nice. So that's it. Let's test it out. Let's test this route now with Postman. So I will open Postman here, and I will run our server here with NodeDemon. So NodeDemon customers.js to up our Express server, and here it's an arrow. I forgot the R here is body parser and not body parse, sorry, body parser. And that's it, up and running, database connected. So now it's time to make a new request to our customer route here in our customer service. So here in Postman, I will make a new post request because our route here is post. So basically I will make a post request, all right? And the port of our server here, the port which our application is running is the 5555. So here I will change it to 5555, and the root is customer in singular. And this root here, this customer root, receive a JSON data through this object here, this body object. So here in Postman, let's go to body and select raw, and here select JSON to send JSON data to your application. And here let's send the customers field. So basically, a customer has a name, a age, an age, sorry, and an address. All right. Now, I forgot the comma here, sorry. And now let's make a new request to our customer route. And that's it. Customer created. Now let's check if in our database here there is a user, there is a customers collection, and there is customer collection with one document, with one object. And here we have the object Victor Lima, and that's it. Let's create a new customer here. This time a new request, and that's it. Customer created. As you can see, now we have 2 customers. That's it. Now it's time to create a new functionality to list all the customers. So that's easy. That is really easy. So let's create a new get route here, and I will call it of customers. And basically, to list all our customers, we just need to call our customer model dot find, and this method here without any parameter will return for us a promise with a parameter that holds all our customers data. So let's resolve this promise with then, and here the parameter customers, and here let's has.json to return a response with our customers data here. Now let's catch to verify if there is a arrow. So if arrow, throw arrow, and let's test it out. So I will go in my browser here, and in my browser I will access this route, and that's it. Our customers data listed here in this page. Amazing. Now let's create another functionality to list one single customer. So app.get customer, and to list a single customer, we're gonna use the technique of the ID. So we're gonna get one single customer by its ID. All right. So let's create this callback here, and to list a customer by its ID is easy too. We just need to call our model dot find by ID, and here we need to pass the ID parameter here. So rec dot body dot param, oh sorry, not body, is params. dot the name of the param. In this case, the name is ID. And this method here return a promise for us. And to resolve this promise, let's use then customer. And there is a possibility to the user pass an invalid ID here. And if the user pass an invalid ID here, this method here isn't capable to list a customer with an invalid ID. It's because doesn't exist a customer with the ID that doesn't exist as well. So there's a possibility to this method here return for us no one customer. All right, return for us an undefined customer. So if customer, in other words, if customer is different of undefined, send a response in JSON with the data of the customer. Else, so if the customer is undefined, send a message. So can be this message can be wrong ID or invalid ID is better. And let's catch here to verify errors. And if error, throw error. All right, let's test it out now in our browser here. So I will copy this ID here, and I will access this customer/ID root. So customer/an ID, and that's it. Our list by ID functionality is working. Now it's time to delete a customer. So it is really easy. We just need to go here, create a delete method root, and I will call it of customer/an ID and parameter, and rec has, and here to delete a customer by its ID, we need to call our model dot find and remove, and here as parameter we need to pass the ID of the customer, so we need to get this parameter here. So rec dot params dot the ID param. And then to resolve the promise, and has dot send customer deleted with success. And let's catch an error. If error, throw error. So that's it. Let's test it out with Postman. But why Postman? So our customer ID delete root works with the delete method, and our browser isn't capable to work with the delete method here by its address bar. So we need to open Postman, and we need to make a delete request to our customer/ID root. So I need to get an ID. 1 minute, please. I will get this ID here, this first user ID. And after that, I will go to Postman, and I will paste my ID here. So localhost, our server, slash customer slash NID. All right. So let's test it out. And that's it. Customer deleted with success. Let's refresh this page. And that's it. Now we have one single customer. So this is basically our customer service.